A group of runners and walkers are gathering on Chicago's beautiful lakefront. But this is no ordinary event. Each participant has a story to tell, a cause they are dedicated to raise money for, something that has touched them very personally.
I lost my mom in 2014 to leukemia, and then I lost my aunt in 2017 to lymphoma.
Our son was diagnosed when he was 9 months old with infant ALL.
I'm a leukemia survivor. My dream is to be cured.
A blood cancer diagnosis can be devastating. It can strike anyone at any time. Someone you know, someone you love, maybe even you. But there is hope. The Leukemia Research Foundation was founded in 1946 to fund research to discover a cure for leukemia. Since then, our mission has expanded to conquer all blood cancers, including lymphoma, myeloma, and others. We offer hope for patients and their families by funding worldwide medical research towards a cure and patient education and support. We believe some of the most exciting advancements in blood cancer research come from innovative approaches to blood cancer treatments. We are dedicated to funding new investigators, providing them with the support they need that will spark important breakthroughs, leading to larger grants to advance their careers and discover new treatments.
So it's absolutely critical to fund new investigators. They're the lifeblood of the community. They come in with many new and interesting ideas that aren't being thought of in conventional terms, and that's what allows the field to really propel forward.
Funding new investigators is important because finding funding at the beginning of a career is really challenging. Convincing people that your ideas are really great before no one else has ever supported them is really difficult.
The Leukemia Research Foundation is unique because, at least for me, it gave me a chance to pursue new ideas without having a lot of the preliminary data that's otherwise required in order to get grant support. So the Leukemia Research Foundation support was very essential because it got the project going and it sustained the effort at a very early and important stage of the investigation.
For over 70 years, the Leukemia Research Foundation has raised more than $80 million towards finding cures for all blood cancers. The result of these efforts reveals significant progress in survival rates. For example, since 1975, 5-year survival rates for all blood cancers have significantly increased.
I'm amazed at the progress towards a cure. When my daughter was diagnosed, she was only 21 months old. At that time, the cure rate was only about 20%. Now it is up to 90% for the type of leukemia that took her life, which was ALL. So I want it to be 100% for all the other children and adults who are suffering from this disease.
This is just one way we provide hope to those living with blood cancers and their caregivers. Patients and families who receive a blood cancer diagnosis face a long road of treatment, and that can include fear, setbacks, and financial struggles. We also provide hope through patient education. The Leukemia Research Foundation holds town hall meetings in English and Spanish, and a treatment options conference, along with other important educational programs, where patients can learn about the latest research and emerging treatments while talking directly to specialists about available treatment options.
The organization does a really great job of bringing together clinicians and patients in multiple forums. Education conferences are a great way for having dialogue, where patients can ask questions openly, and we as clinicians can learn from each other and see practices at different institutions, because there's always an opportunity for us to learn from each other as well as from our patients.
And just as important, patients can connect with others fighting the same disease and hear words of encouragement from survivors.
I was told on May 1st, when my son was 17 months old, that he had ALL leukemia and there was an 85% chance of cure. And I was baffled by that, and I said, if he doesn't do well on the protocol, there's probably a 50% chance that he'll be okay with the bone marrow transplant. And I was like, lucky, 85% chance, lucky. So we started a path of 3 years and 2 months of treatment. Ours happened to be a little bit worse than others, but 20 times in the hospital, 100 days at Lutheran General fighting bacterial infections, viruses, central line infections, fungal infections, chronic constipation, dozens of blood transfusions, 2 platelet transfusions, over 15 spinal taps, 2 surgeries. I learned how to administer IV chemo at home because I didn't want to be there another day. The endless nausea, the hair loss, the stuff we all know about. My son's first words at 17 months old was, "All done, no more." That's what I got to hear. And we knew that we had a really long road, but it makes us family. It makes me proud to stand in front of you and thank you and the other mothers and fathers and friends who lost children to a blood-related cancer.
Patient support is a third way we provide hope. The Leukemia Research Foundation offers an annual kids party, entertaining dozens of pediatric patients and their families. For just a few hours, they are able to put aside their painful treatments, long hospital stays, and debilitating side effects and feel like a kid again. It's an unforgettable day for all. We also offer needs-based financial support to patients and families in Illinois and within a 100-mile radius of Chicago.
My finances were a total mess because I couldn't go to work for months and months, and LRF stepped up to the plate and they gave me a grant that helped me pay for many of the hospital bills that my insurance company didn't pay for.
They were very generous to us, helped us pay some medical bills, and helped us in a time of need, which was important. And our way that we can give back is by doing this walk and fundraising.
Many survivors and their families give back by raising funds through events and local chapters. But it will take many more, including those who have not yet been touched by cancer, to join us and defeat all blood cancers. Our signature fundraising event is the ABC7 Gibbons 5K Run and 3K Walk.
5 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with a rare form of lymphoma, so we have been dedicating our race every year to Jim, and we've tried to raise as much money. This year we raised over $10,000.
Our volunteer chapters are an integral part of the Leukemia Research Foundation's rich history. Not only do they celebrate survivorship, but they also celebrate and remember the loved ones lost to these diseases.
Every chapter raises money in a different way, from golf outings to ski trips, to car washes, to Zumbas, to bowling, to dinners, to entertainment.
When we started a couple years ago, I think we raised around $8,000, grew to about $12,000 last year. It is fair to say every single dollar brings us closer to a cure.
And when you give, you can be assured of the Leukemia Research Foundation's commitment to operational integrity in keeping operating expenses low to maximize funding research, education, and support. This is reflected in regularly earning the coveted 4-star rating from Charity Navigator.
Research, saved my life. It continues to save many people's lives, and so I don't think there's anything more important than to support and fund research so these doctors have everything that they need to do their job.
Luck didn't get my son here. Luck didn't get my family to this day. Research got my family here. You are my luck. You gave me my family, and I thank you so much for that.
Research, education, support. These are the tools we use to fight blood cancer, and we need you to participate in this quest and to help fund these efforts. Join us in the fight to conquer all blood cancers.